Our programs include many languages. Please log on to our program schedule for more details. suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes comprennent des émissions en plusieurs langues. Pour de plus amples informations, consultez suprememastertv.com/schedule.
저희 프로그램은 다양한 언어로 제공됩니다. 자세한 정보는 프로그램 일정표를 확인하세요. suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Our winter coats lack a pigment known as melanin, which is present in our summer fur. That is why our winter fur is white. Interestingly, white hair is more insulating than the hair of other colors. Watch on to find out more. Hello, enlightened viewers. I'm Anna, a vegan Arctic fox from Engaging, Canada, a magnificent country famous for its scenic natural wonders. This nation is full of smart, kind, and friendly people. The animals of Canada know that you have enormous love in your heart and are cherished wherever you go.
May your day be full of God's goodness and blessings.
Welcome to our show, Keeping Cozy, Winter Coats of the Animals. Wintertime in Canada is very cold, but we of the wilds have our ways to deal effectively with the freezing weather. Some animals, like the migrating birds, fly to warmer places in the winter. Others, like the bears, snakes, and turtles, hibernate to survive the cold season. They eat extra food and change it into body fat in the fall. During their long winter sleep, they slowly consume the fats to sustain themselves. Fish may avoid the frigid temperatures by moving to deeper waters or migrating to warmer seas, and some insects spend the winter hidden underground or under tree bark. Many animals deal with the cold weather, like humans, by putting on thicker clothes. For example, we Arctic foxes are well adapted to live in freezing climates. We live close to the North Pole, the most northern part of our world, and can handle temperatures as low as -60 degrees Celsius. In the summer, we have short hair featuring dark gray, brown, and bluish-brown colors. When winter approaches and the days become shorter and colder, we grow longer, denser fur coats that are multi-layered as well as heavy and fluffy to keep warm. The thickness of our fur can increase by 140% in the winter. You should see how beautiful our long, lustrous, shaggy tails look in the cold season. We wrap our tails around our heads and bodies to provide extra insulation when we curl up to sleep or stay warm in extreme cold, just like humans use scarves to keep their heads and shoulders warm. We also grow thick fur on our paw pads, which are like gloves, that not only help us feel comfortable in the cold, but also prevent us from sliding on the ice. Did you know that our winter hair shafts are hollow to trap our body heat the same way a winter jacket keeps humans warm? Our winter coats lack a pigment known as melanin, which is present in our summer fur. That is why our winter fur is white. Interestingly, white hair is more insulating than the hair of other colors. Without the pigment, there is space in each hair strand, which fills with air, thus providing us with more insulation. The white color also lets us easily blend in with the snow-covered environment and therefore gives us camouflage that enhances our safety. In early summer, when the snow starts to melt, we shed the heavy coats and grow short, earth-toned fur. The brownish summer coats allowed us to better match with our surroundings when the snow is gone. Other than the fur, we also have an inner layer of insulation that helps keep us warm. We store a layer of fat underneath our skin and around our internal organs in the autumn, and our weight increases typically by more than 50%. The fat not only provides excellent protection against cold, but also serves as an energy source when food is scarce. Several other animals, such as hares and weasels, adapt to the freezing winter conditions just like we do by completely replacing their sleek, thin summer coats with fluffy, thick winter ones. The snowshoe hare's winter fur is 27% more insulating than their summer fur due to its thickness, density, as well as the white color. The short-tailed weasels, best known as ermines, completely mulch their brown summer coats and grow a new heavy white winter outfit. The winter coat is entirely white except at the tip of the tail, which is black. Happy viewers! I will be back soon. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Keeping Cozy, Winter Coats of the Animals on Supreme Master Television. Well, by now this thought might have crossed your mind. How do we animals know when we should exchange our summer coats for a warm winter one? You see, we animals are very talented in perceiving when to change our colors and grow thick fur. One mechanism we use is related to photoperiodism. When the days shorten as winter approaches, we are exposed to less light during the day, and the receptors in our retainers transmit that information to our brain, thus stimulating the replacement of brown hair with white. Another method is related to the temperature. Colder days and nights in the late autumn signal us to turn on the process of growing thick fur. Quite simple, right? Your scientists have discovered that our internal, or biological, clocks also play a role in causing cold changes in response to the progression of the seasons. Animals like the polar bear of the Arctic as well as the doll sheep and the mountain goats of North America are white all year round. Polar bears have an outer coat made of long guard hairs that are hollow. Even though polar bears look white, their hollow shafted hairs are transparent and the air within them scatter and reflect light. Scientists call this luminescence or the emission of light. When the outer coat gets wet, the long guard hairs stick together to protect the dan's inner undercoat. Water rolls right off the guard hairs when the bear is on land. Animals like the takins, highland bovines, and porcupines cope with the winter cold by growing more hair. The takins living in the red Himalayan mountains keep themselves warm during the bitterly cold winters by producing a thick secondary coat, which they shed for the summer. The hair length ranges from 3 centimeters on the flanks of the body in summer to 24 centimeters on the underside of the head in winter. The takin's skin secretes an oily substance that covers their coat and creates a nice rain jacket to keep them drier in storms and fog. Highland bovines have a 2-layer thick coat protecting them from the frigid weather. The long, wavy hair of the outer layer can reach about 40 centimeters in length. The mammoth-like outer hair is oiled to prevent rain and snow from seeping into their skin, while the downy undercoat provides warmth during the rough and rainy winters. Though these wonderful bovines are well prepared for cold climates, they are very flexible to adapt to warmer weather by partially shedding their hair. Porcupines have a unique coat of quills which are modified hairs coated with thick plates of keratin. The sharp, barbed, hollow spines cover all of their body except their underbelly, face, and feet. These quills are used primarily for defense, but they also provide insulation in the winter. Porcupines keep themselves warm in chilly environments by growing a dark, woolly undercoat which they shed in the spring. The ungulates, such as deer and moose, change their hair structure from solid to hollow with the winter molt but keep their hair pigment and thus their coats do not turn entirely white like mine. For example, as wintertime approaches, deer gradually molt into their winter coat, which consists of 2 layers of fur. While growing a much thicker undercoat, They also produce longer, thicker, darker, and hollow hairs, or guard hairs, which form the outer layer coat. The hollow shafted hairs retain more body heat, absorb more sunlight, and allow them to feel comfortable at temperatures down to minus 34 degrees Celsius. The deer's skin also makes oil to help their hair repel water, and the deer also store layers of fat underneath their skin before winter to help keep them warm. In the past few years, all of us animals have been suffering from the effects of climate change. Global warming has reduced the snowfall during winter, making those of us with bright white winter fur conspicuous in the snow-free surroundings. Some, like polar bears, have a shrinking sea ice habitat, and others, like the caribou in Alaska, USA, have fewer winter food sources due to the state's wildfires. You can make a difference each day by choosing to put only plant-based foods on your plate. Being vegan is the single most effective way to turn back climate change. Fantastic viewers, we were delighted to have you with us today.
Next up is Supreme Master Ching Hai's newly created Spiritual Land for the Worthy, Part 1 of 2,
on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May all beings be forever blessed by heaven. For more details and to check out our schedule for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/AW and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Pour plus d'informations et pour consulter le programme des langues disponibles, visitez suprememastertv.com/AW et suprememastertv.com/schedule.
더 자세한 정보와 제공되는 언어가 안내된 일정표를 확인하시려면 다음을 방문하세요. suprememastertv.com/AW 그리고 suprememastertv.com/schedule